VRChat is the worst.
VRChat needs to be shut down.
VRChat players are different.
This game is trash and shouldn't exist.
VRChat got worse.
Stay away from this game.
Alright, let's talk about this.
Sip on mezcal, I like tequila, damn this shit tasty. Yeah, you know I made about $1 million off a pink beanie.
Nope.
Oh my god. I feel like my life is a movie,
Oh, there it is. You hear me?
hit the embassy, it's bag or die. 7 gold chains on me, call me Slick Rick. Just made an album, 7 days, that's quick. Boobies going up and down, she's fit. Hold up, wait, rewind that shit. Got uncut gems, Adam Sandler clip. She a vegan, she got a thigh gap. Get my BL smell good, it smell like lilac. My team E, yeah, we did it last. I'm a cash rap, always do a buyback.
YouTube and many other websites make money off of your time through engagement. They sell your data on what you like and feed you ads as you spend more time on their site. Twitter pays you for the views you get on your tweets. YouTube pays you for ads watched on your videos. And for as long as the internet has existed, a timeless classic to farm engagement has always been negativity and drama. So YouTube is full of it, and VRChat-based content is no exception.
Like, okay, if you don't want your brain...
Hey, just thought I'd let you know, there's a car parked out at the front. It's blocking the fire extinguisher.
If you look up VRChat on YouTube, the first videos that pop up are so very negative. Exposés, trolling, that's the main stuff you'll get. In fact, I'd say there's only 5 different types of content about VRChat, and there's bad in every single one of those. I'm not saying all YouTube content on VRChat is terrible. There's plenty that's pretty good, and we'll get into them. So the 5 categories are exposés, trolling, funny moments, skits, and features. And I'll explain each one as it comes up. And let's start with the most controversial. Exposés.
This is VRChat.
VRChat has once again been pushed into the limelight of the internet with an ever-mounting erosion of its reputation.
Yet another internet VRChat degenerate predator.
Picture 3.
Oh my god, this is actually difficult fish.
Tacos. I love tacos.
You get these channels about every game and every topic in existence. VRChat has tons of these people. They don't necessarily only focus on VRChat, but when they do, you can be sure it's not going to be anything positive. Predators, pedos, alcoholism, and general horniness, that's the target. And VRChat's the medium. And the medium needs to die.
And this really is a warning for parents because the mother, she was saying how her son was talking to this guy through a video game in Oculus.
The biggest example would be Brandon FM and his big videos on the topic that got a lot of people's attention at the time.
Look at what you have created.
Then we've got Royalty is Here, whose channel's focus can be gleaned from any of his titles, and countless other smaller channels that try to cash in on the same theme. I have seen so many videos from these channels and watched all the way through to the end to see what they talk about. The most common thing discussed is kids.
VRChat is hell. It's not meant for the age groups that it's allowed in.
And the mixing of adults and kids. Is it a problem? Not necessarily. Can it be a problem? Yeah. Bad actors always exist, in a game like this that is essentially a chat room opens up more opportunities for those bad actors to manipulate. But I don't blame the game, especially now with age verification, something that many of these channels either overlook, briefly mention but question the validity of, or they're older videos and don't know that it will be implemented in the future, which does make the points of those older videos more valid.
To fix the situation you have put yourself in, you have to pick a side.
Something a lot of my viewers may want me to say is that these videos are all bad, and they're just hit pieces on the game. But they aren't all bad, and many of the points brought up are valid. Take Royalty is Here. The thumbnail and title make you believe the whole video will be about how the game needs to be shut down, taken from the point of view of a person who has never played the game much. But the truth is, he has played the game for over 3,000 hours, more than most of you. He at least understands what exists in the game and criticizes it. And he does bring up, even though very brief, some good things.
I love VRChat.
Of course, though, everyone deserves some criticism, and him as well. 2 things. Credit. I don't know why he decided to credit all the troll channels he features, but not the B-roll he took from me and other people's videos. But what can you do? Another criticism I have for him and so many other channels doing the same thing is solutions. If there is bad thing, how fix bad thing? Genuinely.
Jesus Christ. 3, 2, 1, cheese.
There's a frog over there. There's a frog over there. There's trees. I'm gonna have to contact Unity support though, because like I don't.
Something we should acknowledge about Brandon FM's videos is he does provide potential solutions. The big push for age verification that the community had asked for years only ever really got brought up after his video calling it out. And now we have it. The ability to make adult lobbies and separate the kids exists. It's not fully open to the public yet, but it is implemented. So give credit where credit is due. Even though Brandon's videos are chock full of misinformation and cherry-picked instances where he ignores the whole ecosystem, he did push age verification forward, and VRChat delivered. See, I question all channels that point out bad things and refuse to offer or come up with any potential solutions. Because solutions exist. The game is not too far gone. That's a dumb idea. When a channel only highlights the bad and doesn't elaborate, it makes it clear that they don't care about the thing that they are talking about. They don't care if it burns. They just want to talk about it, feed the drama, and get the ad revenue.
You know, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't like the exposed videos. Like, I just don't. It just feels like it's negativity for the sake of negativity. It's always got this like pretentious ass YouTubers who don't even play the game, just regurgitate some they heard off of Discord or VRChat from a guy who heard from another guy that X, Y, or C was a pet or a dickhead, and they make this like 2-hour-long video trying to expose motherfucker that no one gives a shit about. And like, who are these people, bro? Who cares? God, man, trying to paint the game as if it's just like one full cesspit hole of like people who are just degenerates. Right over.
But there is another type of expose channel on VRChat, and that is the predator hunters. And God, they are so much worse.
I did not realize VRChat could get any more weird than it is.
In 2022, a man decided to take advantage of a literal child on VRChat.
Trying to meet a 16-year-old
You saw how,
girl.
you know, I was trying to push away?
I didn't really see how you were trying to push away, man.
I have 600 cases of actual predators, and you brought me here to troll.
Let me ask you a question. If you come across a predator, and they are grooming a child, you see this and collect evidence. What do you do with that evidence? A, contact the authorities, try to get this person in prison, or B, make a video on it and cash out. Because that's these channels' ultimatum, and they choose B 9 times out of 10. I hate these channels, especially the ones around VRChat. Not because they are targeting predators. No, that's good. Get rid of those weirdos and freaks. Lock them up, I say. It's the way they go about it. What is the point in making an expose video, exposing some guy on VRChat for being a predator, when all the video accomplishes is embarrassing the guy who is the predator momentarily and forcing them to change their online persona? No real consequences.
Here is her VRChat profile today.
32 years of age, right? 32-year-old man.
Yes.
And you think it's okay to come in VRChat to cuddle a 16-year-old girl?
At least channels like Gideon, for example, include mugshots proving they sent the guy to jail. It's not like the slew of Twitter accounts that beat these predators up and act like they did something of note. The predator is still out there, not in jail. You did nothing. The only thing you accomplish is patting yourself on the back, saying you're making a difference, protecting people. Protecting who? All you do is expose the idiots dumb enough to get caught and make them realize that they should be more careful next time. Do they exist on this game? Yes. Does that suck and we should get rid of them? Yes. Are they more common on VRChat than any other platform? There's no evidence of that. Like, at all.
Go to work on the subway, you see a rat working on a rock. What the heck?
Watch out! Jump down. Wait, I just saw somebody. I gotta tell all the vegetables.
This kind of goes back to the Brandon FM video. One of the biggest complaints that people had was towards Brandon's research that he brought up, where they questioned all types of people across VRChat, trying to see how people playing the game really are.
VRChat draws people in a special way that I would compare to drugs. It's an addiction at heart. People won't stop, they can't stop, they love it.
And they did this by hopping public worlds.
Every person interviewed throughout this process was sourced from the most popular VRChat worlds.
Joseph would world hop from lobby to lobby and ask people if they would like to partake in the survey.
From there, Joseph would interview them in a private world until all 78 questions were answered.
That way, Joseph would end up with the most diverse group of people to partake in the study.
I get it, guys. Publics are the first thing you come across in VRChat. It's where everyone makes their start. I've gotten so many comments about this when I say publics are not a good representation of all of VRChat. They say it is because that's the first interactions you get, but the numbers just don't add up. There's nearly 100,000 concurrent players on VRChat every day. Out of those 100,000, I don't think the few thousand you'll find in public Black Cats, Murder, and Furry Hideout will be a good representation. My entire friends list is almost always in either a friends or group world, rarely a public. Is this a problem? Kind of, because this does leave the publics to fester into the types of places that attract negativity-based YouTubers to make videos on it, which drives even more people to leave the publics behind and go to friends worlds. But this means those in publics are simply a percentage of the player base, and any answers you get from that percentage cannot represent the whole. These channels that hunt the bad actors, the predator hunting channels, making VRChat a better place and eliminating the bad actors, they don't care about VRChat. They don't care about eliminating any bad actors. In fact, if that happened, they wouldn't even be happy. Because then they lose a means of easy income. They lose their content. Is there good that comes out of any of these channels though? Yes, of course. The bad actors that are actually bad and get featured get banned. But the argument is, would they not also get banned if you just reported them? And is getting banned enough? If they're predators, well, they should be in jail, not just be able to bypass a ban by using a new account. And then, those who criticize these channels get into a MrBeast philanthropy problem. You can't criticize them because they do objective good. But I'm not sure how much good they really do.
Dude, I got 4 fingers. Dude, you have your titties out. What are you talking about? Yeah, at least I have limbs. Look at you, you're still looking cute.
skits are fake. I mean, not really, but they aren't real like every other type of content we talk about today. They're skits. You write a script, film in cool angles, and get some content out of it, and that's it.
You say you love me, but you just wanna be friends with me. You say you love me, but your work took all your energy. You never listen when I just need an apology. I read about this chapter's closing now with history. You just took like 20,000 hours from my life, so I deleted all our pictures off my fucking drive. So thank you for the song, you broke my heart, and it's alright. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Yeah, freak you. Wrong time. Today's a good day to say goodbye. I was bad to you, you were worse to me, but baby, we just ain't meant to be.
You got the planned out, heavily edited videos, proper skits. Those are so good. I mean, I love them. The VRChat movie that has been delayed indefinitely because filming takes so long that they have to update filming techniques, avatars, worlds, and people who don't want to do it anymore. So they go back to refilm previous portions over and over again. Can't wait for that one to come out in like 10 years. Think of the types of skits that pop up in the VRChat New Year's world. The types of skits that take months to make and plenty of manpower and planning. These are the skits I'd love to see more of. I'd love to see more attention brought to. But I understand it takes a lot of effort to make these skits. I've tried myself, and it's hard. Where'd you get the lemons, Jaman?
The lemons?
Then it's basically guaranteed that they don't get enough views or money to make it worthwhile. That's a problem with YouTube, because the exposés are guaranteed views. The trolling videos are flipping a coin. You might get views, you might not. And skits, well, skits are dragged through the mud with no chance most of the time.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Now there's another subsection of skits done in VRChat that I don't like nearly as much. I would hesitate to even call them skits, because they're more aligned with funny moments, but not quite. They're improvised skits edited in the format of funny moments, and they get so many views, because they target kids.
I'm gonna need to see you after work tonight.
I think Angel is getting. I think Angel is getting.
They take a popular franchise like Poppy Playtime, Has-Been Hotel, Amazing Digital Circus, or FNAF, and role-play scenarios that are very clearly not for kids.
You're dripping it all over your bosom.
The thing is, they still have a kid audience.
Oh, Baldy, you sure know how to d me down.
These content farms push out constant videos, edging the boundaries of what's okay, gearing it towards kids who are interested in these shows, yet saying it's not made for kids in a blatant attempt to shift blame. Exposing those children to very adult themes and adult language, it's calculated, it's predatory, and I don't like it. In fact, I think if it wasn't for videos like the one done by Caleb is Salty and many other channels about the sick kids content that exists around these popular franchises and things like Minecraft, they would attempt to be even more explicit, but they know that they can't get away with it like many channels used to.
It's just another example of these channels exploiting familiar and trusted family-friendly characters for views and tricking children into watching content that is all but family-friendly.
Lastly, because going on about this does nothing, I can have problems with the way they do things and the content they produce. That's just that. My own opinions and problems. I don't think anything is against TOS in the same way other parts of the same fandoms are. So if those are in-between skits and funny moments, then of course we need to talk about funny moments.
Oh my god. Did it put the drama down?
My weakness. Shit.
No! I love VRChat.
I jacked up to the purple brush character.
What?
Funny Moments content on YouTube is the most basic gaming content anyone can make. Record your gameplay, cut out the moments that are entertaining, and upload. Simple, easy, and accessible to everybody. And with its ease of access, it is the most prevalent type of content for VRChat. Yet, in the grand scheme of content you think about when thinking of the game, unfortunately, it doesn't really stand out because it doesn't tickle that itch in the back of your brain that focuses on negativity nonstop. In my experience, Funny Moments gets brought up as a content type, but not really remembered, even though the biggest creators for it are massive.
Rev that bitch up. Oh, god damn it. I just had to rev that bitch up to a wheelchair.
Funny Moments also don't really focus on the game, really. They are focusing on the characters playing it, the people. It's just friends messing about, which is super nice and authentic of what VRChat is really like in comparison to the other categories I mentioned. And then you get the streamers.
Now lay down, Wolfie boy. I don't want to lay down. Roll, all right.
Streamers are the primary source of Funny Moments videos on YouTube. And for the most part, it's fine. The vast majority aren't my cup of tea. You can get my full perspective on this video here. But it's just people hanging out and clipping the funny moments. Nothing wrong with it. But streamers come in two flavors, the normal ones and the ones. So you get funny moments and funny moments. These bring the aspect of VRChat streams on Twitch that I hate to YouTube. But the thing with these funny moments videos now is they are suppressed a good amount. Sexual content does not perform as well as it used to on YouTube. The adpocalypse changed the dynamic completely. Considering my video just talking about these types of streams got a yellow mark twice before manual review getting a green again, and I censored mine, I'm not sure they get much money out of these videos at all. The only purpose is to bring people in to watch the other types of content that they produce on stream. It's like wiggle streamers pulling people from Twitch to watch Fansly content. It's all marketing at the end of the day, so I have to respect that. But I don't have to like the content itself.
I'm gonna kill whoever invented these trackers.
Just a regular fish.
No calamari, no curry. What do you sell here?
You know, I'm big enough to fit in this, and I'm big. Okay?
Now, something I've wanted to talk about for a long time in relation to these Funny Moments channels, but it's more VRChat culture in general, and specifically streamers which bring this to YouTube, is mutes.
This is Chance's mute.
What's a mute?
This is Chance's mute.
We are all dudes. We cannot appeal to the simp market out there. A way that me, Chance, and now Moon supposedly can appeal to that market is by having a mascot.
Moondiggers and the gang, they are having a mute competition for Moon. And it's about time you get your own mute. If you want to ST a mute that is XQCL, have a nice day.
I'm not muted. What are you on about, dude?
And it's not the basic that I talked about in one of the first videos I ever made. That video is outdated now, and I wasn't really sure what I was doing. Something that I have heard excessively is how disgusting the section of mutes in VRChat is in general. And I agree. I get afraid to talk about this because I get scared of being called transphobic by people who can't see past the point that they are being criticized. But mute culture, and content specifically, through that it spreads to the rest of the game, is disgusting. You get people acting cute and quirky while begging for attention from creators. They get a camera on them and heavily sexualized by the creator and the audience. Whether they act that way in private or just for the camera itself is irrelevant. The fact that the camera is on them is what matters here. You get people role-playing as what they are not, pretending to be feminine, quirky mutes, and enjoying being sexualized by an audience that basically treats them like a pet. Some may be trans and genuinely want to be perceived that way, or they're cis women. But some just do it because they get attention and they like that attention. It's fine in private if you like doing that, off camera in your own private time. But for content, it makes a scenario of oversexing these feminine mutes, making women into objects and pets, and fetishizing a disability. It's like bringing a kink into your content. Do you know what I mean? Imagine being mute, genuinely mute, not being able to talk due to whatever reason, damage to your vocal cords or something, and you're a woman. You get a VR headset and play VRChat, a free game. You join a pug and come across an overzealous Rafflegator viewer, and he asks if you're a mute. You say yes, and he treats you like a pet, like an object, because that's what he's learned from watching these streams. Not that mutes are real people with real opinions and feelings, but that they are an object of entertainment whose sole purpose is to act cute for you like a trophy. And you can own them. You can't own a person. That's some pet play fetish. You're just shoving on people who may not want anything to do with it. Even just coming across the concept in general is weird. The worst part of it all is there is a thriving mute and deaf community in the game. And so these people who don't or fetishize themselves get lumped in with the others who do. It's problematic, and it's exacerbated by these streamers immortalizing the content on YouTube. I don't know, man. It's a load of horse that feeds into why people hate this game without ever playing it.
Bye-bye. Oh, there they go. What the hell?
There once was.
We have crumbs. But what are crumbs? You need to go there.
I just sent you a friend request.
I would normally accept it straight away, but I need to actually get to know you first. And I will be blunt and straightforward.
Okay.
And I really do not appreciate you doing what you just did.
What I do?
What did you do? You just came so close to me and like, what the f was that?
I think I lagged.
No, that's not lagging.
They only hate me because they think I slept with a 15-year-old.
Get in the back of the line, you piece of shit!
I don't want to witness what's about to go down, so.
Don't even tell you about to get that girl to fight.
I'm the alpha wolf. I'm the leader of the pack.
Swear to God, go away!
The absolute most common type of content recommended nowadays on VRChat is trolling.
Are you the top dog of VRChat?
Not yet.
Now, every multiplayer experience has trolls. It's just something you have to accept on the internet. And fundamentally, I don't have a problem with that. Some of the biggest games just have it as a feature even. Rust.
Who you cheater? Who raided my base? Jimbo? Who raided me, man?
Man, how the hell should I know? I've been offline for hours.
Oh, you haven't been off. I've been offline for hours, man.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have got offline and you wouldn't have got raided. I don't know.
You.
The true human psychology experience. DayZ.
Oh, my name's Jack.
My name is Vince.
My name is Jared. So where you guys gonna head?
I was seeing wherever he was gonna go. I think you were just seeing where the road takes us.
Same sh**. But these are games with objectives, with these confrontational experiences taken into account. VRChat is just not that. It's a chat room. I'd compare it to just being outside in public.
I had a boyfriend of 3 years. I was pissed off because he wouldn't give me affection, right? So I cheated on him with a guy on VR, and he was a
I don't know. I'm kind of lost.
Controversial opinion, within the VRChat community at least. I don't think most of the troll content that exists is that bad. Like most of it is the kind of stuff I and many of my friends do in this game. It's just messing with people.
Elon Musk is a demigod. Jesus tells you never to worship people with money like that. Don't worship anyone. Don't do it.
And the people who take it too seriously and end up as the ones featured in these videos are the ones who bring this game the negative reputation that even I can't defend. I'll defend the game itself, but not the people.
Said I would be
Yeah, I'm putting like this I am now.
Especially when it comes to the bars and clubs that have a gate you need to get accepted to get into.
Age and date of birth. Age, and then your date of birth. I can't with this f***ing guy.
Because asking for age and date of birth has been the death of so much of the game for me. It doesn't stop the trolls, it doesn't stop any minors. Asking for age and date of birth does nothing. I went to a B club and they wanted me to give my age and date of birth because they didn't believe the VRChat age verification was safe enough. Because apparently somebody got through who was a minor. One guy who convinced his brain-dead parents to verify for him apparently makes the whole system untrustworthy. So word of mouth, of course, is more valuable, right? You on about?
Their verification system, or age check, whatever you want to call it, is absolute dog shit. It has no proper verification, it's more of a simple question of age and day of birth. Now this would be fine if we lived in a perfect world where nobody lied, but that isn't the case. Any minor can lie about their age and easily access the bar and see the degenerate activities. And their excuse is that it's not happening near the spawn area, so people who are unverified won't be able to see it. I still don't understand why these people don't think to just keep it private to avoid controversy, but no, they keep it public for everyone to join. Hey, what's happening?
Ah, none. Just gonna teach this one fan sense. That's all.
You guys are freaky, bro.
And so to the trolls that go to these types of groups and show their hypocrisy, I welcome. The trolls who just exist and have crazy shit happen around them, I applaud. That's good content. Coming into this without really watching any of the troll content before, I had the impression that it was all the worst thing in the world. The types of comments I see on Reddit made me have that impression. But now, after watching a lot of the content, I just don't agree.
How you doing?
I'm already taken and I already have a child. Shut up. Go f yourself.
Got a real child or a VR child?
VR child.
Alright then, I still got a shot.
No.
I can't believe that I actually just asked that question without any second thought in my mind. Do I have a child in real life or VR chat? That's a question that I think would baffle a regular person.
Proximity chat's videos are funny as f. The others, well, there's a reason they aren't as popular. But for the most part, it's not an issue. That said, there's plenty of troll content that is far from ethical.
One video was, I made an adult woman cry in VRChat. Let me show you a little insight of that specific video.
I'll do her in the butt and you do her in the mouth. We can switch profile picture. You're so sexy to me.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna take a picture for later.
No, you're good. I just got married.
If I give you this, you'd let me eat that pussy?
Okay, dude. This is genuinely hard to watch.
It's just harassment online to the point of making somebody cry. It's going up to women and calling them b****s and hoes, being incredibly sexual in your conduct when they themselves are who knows how old, recording it and laughing because you're a troll. Let's just not do that, right? Like there's a level of ethics you should have towards your content.
Are you doing Sage Jutsu training gummy?
Microcrops, exactly.
Oh my god, I'm giving you ideas.
Many of these troll channels take it a step further as well and introduce predator hunting into their content. Now I said ethical trolling, and this should be that, right? Except it has the same problems as mentioned earlier in the video. There is no attempt to make anything better. There is no attempt to collect evidence and put people in jail. There's only an attempt to get views. There is a way to go about this that would expose the put them in jail, or at least make the police in their area know about them and their actions online, and get good content out of it. But they can't help themselves. After all, they're only interested in the ad revenue. I don't really have a problem with the troll channels. Some I like even. Others less so. What I can't stand though is their audience. Because a consequence of their increasing popularity is a new audience being exposed to the game who decide they should imitate these YouTubers. But they aren't burdened by the presence of a camera or the knowledge that any of their actions will be on YouTube. So they don't control themselves in the same way.
You shut your mouth.
They do the worst things they can possibly think to get a reaction out of people. Slurs, harassment, sexual harassment, attacks on people in every way they can.
Shut the f up, you wash your face with Creep Mega Cricket does.
Recently, I saw some people who went as far as to buy VRChat Plus so they could make prints of gore and extreme nudity and shove it in people's faces while calling those people the N-word, telling them to unalive themselves. That is the audience who watches these channels. These are your viewers, empowered and influenced by you. These copycats should be called out and should be denounced, but they rarely are because they are your audience and you don't want them to stop watching, to dislike you. They're in your Discord servers saying they love trolling too. Keep up the good work. They're in your comment section doing the same thing. They're on Reddit seeking validation, and they're now also on YouTube inspired by the bigger creators to do the same stuff, but in a less authentic way. Dear troll creators, please call these people out for what they are. Degenerate, racist assholes whose behavior only serves to cause others pain. I don't think a disclaimer at the start of your video is enough, but it's a lot better than nothing. In fact, let me challenge you. Make a video on those people. The ones running around yelling the N-word and causing chaos. The ones trying to crash lobbies and dox people.
The bad trolls.
Because when it comes to the parts of this game that make people go, what the f? Those people are just as bad as these people.
Satisfying that whole
remember this avatar. Hi guys, Derafog here, and we're here for another video about VRChat. We love and hate VRChat.
Your videos?
Now we're talking. Now this is good content right here.
I think it's cool. I think it's nice to see.
You make like pretty long videos, and because of my ADHD, I didn't get to watch them. But when I did watch them, like I genuinely did enjoy them.
Now your videos are actually the only VRChat videos I actually really watch consistently. So
it's nice for people to get a more accurate view of VRChat.
Next up is what I call features. And this content is, well, you're watching it right now.
Grab yourself a snack and a drink.
This world is a bit strange.
Maybe I can use... Oh my god, this mic sucks.
Do you think I'm just thinking way too deeply about this?
2024 was extremely interesting, emotional, and experimental as well.
Over the years, my curiosity has taken me all the way down into the deepest, strangest crevices of the VRChat world browser.
This is where I would put all the content that doesn't fit in with everything else. My videos, where I talk about specific aspects of the game. Community showcases, showing off worlds, virtual reality show, Twice VR, Parzival, Funkbuster G, God's even Ron with the dancing they do. It's features of the game put together as a video. This is the type of content I like, the type of content I wish there was more of. Nothing satisfies me more than somebody passionate about the future and success of the game, showing off cool aspects of it and ways to make it better. It's not all doom and gloom, and the content on the game is so varied. But unfortunately, YouTube has a major problem with the algorithm. It's the same problem that most social media has. Negativity blooms. and positivity withers. And people figure that out pretty quick when they start making content. So it doesn't get made. And that sucks, dude.
Do you see the line? Do you see it? The line.
This fence is tall. Going nowhere.
Most of the creators who make videos on this game do not play the game. How fucked up is that? Any other game you mention, I mentioned Minecraft, Terraria, Rust, RuneScape, literally anything. In order to make content on it, you have to play it as designed. But not with VRChat. You can launch, never do any of the stuff other people really do, world hopping, actually looking to make friends, going to events, hanging out. No, you can just go to Publix. Look for the people you want to make fun of or call out. Get your footage and call it a day. Gods, you could even just watch other people's content, take their opinions and views, and regurgitate it as your own. It's like going on Reddit and looking at the categories you don't like and making fun of them and calling that the whole. It's booting up Minecraft, going on 2b2t.net, and saying that all servers are like that. I think it's pathetic that there are many people who feel so justified, blanket assuming everything about the game based off what they stumble upon in public lobbies and hear about on Twitter, see on Twitch, or hear secondhand on YouTube. None of these people care about the game. They care about the money. And the ones who do, you can tell immediately. VRChat is a game, but it's not a game. It's closer to a social media platform. How can things be better? What could VRChat do to make these types of videos that I've criticized today not go away? They'll never go away. Make them less common and more thought out, introspective, good. I think it really comes down to Publix, moderation, and the general user experience. Publics are nasty and allow nasty people to run around unchecked. Easy solution? Less Publics, more group worlds, more events, places where moderation does exist. I've said this in many videos, but I want an event board. I want a way to be able to find groups that do cool events easier. It would make the general user experience that much better because people would know that they can go there to have a moderated experience and meet cool people, play games, and hang out. It would make new users stick around more, adding more normal people to the player pool, drowning out the weirdos. It would make trolling that much harder because these places are moderated. And it would alleviate many of the issues exposed videos have with the game. Not all, drinking, but many. I see so many times new players join Magoobers and get an experience unlike any public world they have ever been in. Nobody yelling slurs, nobody being overtly sexual, nobody trying to troll them. Just friendly people hanging out, talking about how their day has been. It's sad when that's a rarity in this game. But of course, we need to accept the fact you can't get rid of these types of content completely. YouTube loves engagement, and anger, drama, feeds engagement like nothing else. There's a reason why those at the top of the VRChat category are either established creators who started early on when the Mr. Beastification of videos wasn't widespread, inflammatory reactionists who will do anything to get views by being controversial and angry, or managed to capitalize on YouTube Shorts and kickstart their sub count by getting some viral ones in there. Unfortunately, that's not me. I hate YouTube Shorts. I hate how YouTube prioritizes watch time and engagement over everything else. I hate how YouTube will shut down creators without ever giving them a chance to appeal, yet lets blatant assholes run rampant. I hate how these people represent VRChat. I hate how this is the type of content you find looking up the game on YouTube over anything positive. I hate how this type of content pushes away more normal players and attracts even more assholes to play the game. I hate the audience of these channels and how they blanket assume everything about the game without playing it. I hate how many of my viewers, you, feed into these assholes and view their content, yet will turn around and question why there isn't more positive stuff or videos like mine being made. I get so tired of being in this niche and talking to other creators sometimes. And most of all, I hate that if you say exactly what I've said in this video and several other videos, you get driven out of communities and insider groups because you aren't willing to suck the ass of creators who are bigger than you. And I hate that many viewers are unable to see anything nuanced and expect everything to be black and white, good or bad, full on. But I love this game. I want to see this game thrive. I want to see the people who create worlds and avatars for this game thrive. I want to see creators who create good content on this game thrive. I want to see the community come together more and stop being so fractured. I want to see the bad disappear and the good be brought up. And it's possible. Like, we could make it possible. There is a future where the issues you and I have with VRChat slowly disappear with time. And I hope we get there. I'll be trying to get there. I'll be pushing for us to get there, and I hope you do too. The future's bright. I believe, at least. Hey, thanks for watching. Maybe you noticed, but I took my sweet time making this video. Because I didn't want to say anything too wrong. And even then, I'm sure I said some things that I'll change my mind on later. But that's almost the point of the video. I want you as viewers to take everything online with a grain of salt. You know? Make your own opinion. Make your own judgments on what things are like, based off of your own experiences. And not some YouTuber who has a bias and agenda. Usually that agenda is money. You know, they want views. Because I'm the same, I want views. But I'll at least tell you to think about things more. And if you disagree with me, that's fine. But when you watch VRChat content in the future, especially, remember this: they aren't showing you everything. They're cutting things that they don't want you to see, probably to feed whatever thing they're trying to say. And to my patrons, thank you all so much. Genuinely, you mean a lot in times like this when I'm getting close to nothing in ad revenue. So thank you, and good luck, everyone. Good luck. Smile.